Good morning, welcome to Morning Review. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday, the 4th of October. So, looking at the euro dollar and what we can see yesterday ended up a down day, follow through this morning, which may be a bit of continuation that we could well see here. Would like to see some sort of retrace maybe to get into short into some of these markets. Euro, well, didn't even manage to catch its 12 o'clock pivot, which is unusual, or midnight pivot, 0-0 pivot, but quite unusual, but it missed it. At the moment, consolidating where we are, maybe moving to the 8 o'clock pivot would give opportunities for the short side, but it's sorry, alley point of view, just selling straight off here. Maybe need just a retrace back to the 60.21 to get some decent movement and opportunity. Already hit the S1 and not far off of S2 at this stage. Cable, so cable very close to the near-term lows there. As I say, that low 128. As I said yesterday in the weekly update, that is a low for a long time. I was looking back in the 90s and I couldn't find a low. So very briefly, it's looking like it may want to pop down, catch that low, maybe even run through it now. It is looking relatively bearish across the time frames, and yes, there may be some divergences here, and this may just hold it. It was triple divergence, may just hold here this morning. Has only just come back to 60.21 simple, hasn't even made it to the exponential. Daily pivot above us again. Is there a chance of hitting it? Well, yes, but it does look weak, however you look at it. But with the triple divergence, the short side of things is quite awkward from where we are as well. It may just need a bigger retracement to get short on. We have got the possibility that it may be moving from where we are at the moment. You can see that it's running to yesterday's lows there, double topping. There is a possibility it could run from here, but it really depends on how weak it really is. Okay, dollar yen. Well, it's finally broke its upward trend line there. Just shows you the strength of the dollar. Generally, when there's fear around, the Japanese yen has been strengthening. At the moment, it's weak and it's pushing up at last, which gives opportunities to buy on the retracements. But at the moment, you can see it's just run into its daily R3, maybe struggling around there. It did extreme back in the 3 o'clock candle, but these pivots are very pinched today. You can see the daily pivots are very pinched. It may just want to push through those at some point. Again, a retracement back to the 60.21 may give buying opportunities. Aussie dollar. Well, the Aussies, the bullish of them all, but even that has not managed too well. It did break yesterday's highs. It put a pivot swing in yesterday. It's broken that, triggered that sort of long setup. There is some potential for it to continue and push on. Again, it looks like it's found a bit of support off the 21s again, and 34 moving average there on the 4 hourlies. It's a bit like yesterday when I was looking at this. You need a trend line across the top here, and just as yesterday's went, maybe if it can break that trend line at some point, it could be bullish up to its R1. Didn't quite make R1 yesterday, but short of R1, didn't quite get a pivot, but no man's land, and the pivots here are, say, somewhat more pinched as well. Canadian dollar. So Canadian dollar run back into the monthly pivot and is bounced off that at the moment. Question is really, what's oil up to? Let's just quick look of oil. Oil's stalling here, but as I said before, if it can push on upwards towards the $50 barrel, we should see CAD coming down. But what we're seeing here is, in a sense, it's just a strong US dollar. So it's not really helping the Canadian dollar too much at the moment. So it's stalling its potential downside, and we're seeing the potential daily pivot swing if it closes up higher than where we are at the moment today. Just short of its weekly pivot at the moment. If it can break that 34, it needs to break that 34. Well, got to be looking at the bullish side of this. There is a chance, well, as I was looking at oil there, there is a chance that oil could double top there anyway. If it just does push up towards 49.15, it could just double top. And if that starts selling off as well, we may get a bit more of a kicker with the Canadian dollar, although there is a bit of a lag in the value in my perspective, but we'll see. Looking at the moment, as I say, break 4-hourly 34, I'd be looking bullish on that. That's pretty much it for me from that point of view. News today, we do have some coming out, and I'm just frantically opening my little news. There we are. We've had already the Australian building approvals, and the cash rate has been left as is. So that's all out of the way. So really today we've got construction PMI in the UK. That's the main figure. Tomorrow much busier with the ADP, etc. So a lot more potential volatility tomorrow. That's it for today. Have a great one. Bye for now.